5.5 years ago, I went through a bout of cancer that completely changed my path.
And you have the Living Hope Cancer Foundation. And so that leads me directly into my next question, and that would be, who is your rock?
Pretty much thought I'm probably going to grow old by myself. Well, I was introduced to a young lady. My cousin actually introduces me to her and says, my friend has stage 4 breast cancer. I think you guys should meet. So we meet and we're having coffee and talking about cancer and Jesus and being single parents and life and how bad it sucks to go through cancer, because physically and mentally all the stuff you go through, and then you thinking about possibly maybe dating or meeting somebody. It's like, who would want this, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there with this beautiful young lady talking about all these things.
What is faith like skin?
Treatment from the cancer was dragging her down and so bad. She had 5 huge things happen in her life. And I'm sitting there talking to her and I said, Hannah, people get off track in life and never get back. A lot fewer or smaller things than you've went through. How are you doing this? And she said that every time I felt like I was hitting the bottom, I got closer and closer to Jesus.
Yes.
And her book is called Faith Like Skin, because when you see her and you're talking to her, you don't have to guess that this beautiful young lady is very strong Christian young lady who not only shows it, but she's living it. She's a great.
Follows it. Yeah, you can see it in her skin.
Yeah, you know that this girl is wearing her faith like skin.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. What are some ways that you two conquer the world together?
Well, the thing is, I teach every day, identify what's going on around you. If you can't identify what's going on around you, how are you going to face it? How are you going to fight it? My cancer journey was a life changer. My situation was a near death, stage 4 prostate cancer that had got into my bone marrow. And as I'm laying there, the room turns weird cold, like deep bone cold for no reason.
Right.
And so as I'm laying there, I'm looking around and I'm like, did somebody just open a door at the end of the room? And when I looked down, the door was closed. And when I looked back this way, I jumped and Jesus was standing right here next to me. I actually had a vision of Jesus in a brown robe and a white scarf, and I could see his beard and part of his face. And he reached out and touched me on the shoulder and he was gone. And, I'm freaking out. I'm like, what was that? I'm an old Ohio boy that doesn't go to church very often. My not that I don't have a Christian or a spiritual belief, but it might happen while I'm out for a hike or kayaking somewhere on a Sunday morning, and all of a sudden I've got this visitor in my room and he touches my shoulder and he's gone. And I started recovering so fast from stage 4 cancer. She said that your journey is not of medicine, it's miraculous.